Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Sunday, July 19th, 2026. Well, this is it. This is the day of the so-called Barbault Basket, when a number of the aspects become exact. And let me clear up a little misconception about this. It doesn't mean that everybody's life is going to be paradisical. It just means that we have opportunity these days, because of the relatively harmonious energy, to resolve issues. We can be stubborn or abrasive or whatever. Circumstances may be tough, but, things can be better. And this is one of the aspects that allows us to allow things to be better. So everybody work on harmony today rather than discord, please. The sun today is at 26, moving to 27 degrees of ultra-sensitive, often moody, but generally nurturing water sign Cancer. The moon today is moving toward the middle degrees of love, beauty, and social justice-oriented air sign Libra. And of course, fashion is a big part of Libra. Looking good, feeling good, because Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules the general sense of harmony, whether visually or in your own energy or in outside circumstances. Now, the moon, as it moves through early Libra, comes to 4 degrees early in the day, and that, of course, is where everything is. It's at 4 degrees of various signs. So let me count the ways in which the moon aspects these different planets. First of all, at 5:39 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:39 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 1:39 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, the moon at 4 degrees of Libra makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, and expansion of 4 degrees of Leo. Next up, 20 minutes later, the moon, still at 4 degrees of Libra, makes a direct opposition to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions. Now, the sextile to Jupiter is nice and uplifting and optimistic. The opposition to Jupiter 20 minutes later could be Fog City. If you're on the West Coast here as I am, you just might sleep through it, but otherwise it's not a great time to make decisions. Neptune is at 4 degrees of Aries, and that occurs 5:59. Let's call it 6 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then 9 minutes later, the moon, still at 4 degrees of Libra, makes a flowing trine, harmonious angle to Pluto, the planet of personal power, at 4 degrees of Aquarius, which is nice and empowering. 6:08 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:08 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:08 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And finally, the moon, still at 4 of Libra, makes a flowing trine to Uranus, the planet of sudden change and often chaos, but this seems to be more of a liberating sort of energy. Do something different. Uranus is at 4 degrees of Gemini, 6:18 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:18 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:18 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Don't expect miracles, but this is a very harmonious set of energies. Now, that's the last lunar aspect for the whole day, and that comes early. Here on the West Coast, it's the whole day without a lunar aspect. But fortunately, the moon is in Libra, and Libra is renowned for easefulness when it comes to love and relationships and general art and harmony of life. So it's a little bit of more refined sense today rather than the grit. Speaking of the grit, Mars at 14 degrees of Gemini makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Saturn, planet of responsibilities, at 14 degrees of Aries. Any aspect between Mars and Saturn is what I call grit. It's a drive, it's determination, and we can use it well. It's in air signs, so we can use it in more refined ways or clear thinking to get through some of the issues in our life today. 11:11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 2:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 7:11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time is when that's exact. Quite a day. We have one more coming up tomorrow, so enjoy it. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, please book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy today, no matter what. Welcome to Barbault Basket.